So we just gonna kick it off from where we left off. So basically, Gore was able to get the Stormbreaker. He wanted to go make his wish for Eternia to kill all the gods. Back on Earth, Asgard. That's when we find out that Jane, she done for. You know, she's about to get ready to die. Valkyrie, she jacked up. Thor got to do this stuff on his own. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't have Stormbreaker. Mjolnir, he doesn't have. He got to use Zeus's blade or Zeus's lightning or something like that.
Bolt.
That's his only weapon now. You know what I'm saying? So he ain't got nothing where he could summon it back and all that. But for some strange reason, I guess it is like a boomerang effect. Whoever yields the lightning bolt. So Jane is rushed to the hospital. They pretty much saying, that's when she tells him, like, dude, I got cancer. You know, because he trying to plan his whole life. He telling her he love her and all this kind of stuff. She like, man, it ain't gonna work out, man. I'm pretty much finna die. And
right.
he that's when, I think that's when they started reminiscing. I'm not sure.
He made a little joke and broke the vending machine.
Yeah.
Yeah, broke into the vending machine, threw in a little comedy. I'm like, dang, what's a serious moment?
Yeah.
He threw in the comedy. And she promised she wasn't gonna.
Yeah. He told her stop using it because the thing that brings her life was actually killing her. He like, listen, I'm gonna go ahead and take care of Gore. You chill and we gonna do this together. And she like, all right, like she really wanted to go win him, but he like, nah, like I got it. Don't trip. Like I want you here. And she pretty much like, well, I'm gonna die anyways. I might as well go into battle with you. He like, nah, we gonna figure this out. So, he convinced her that, everything is gonna be cool or whatever. She like, I bet. So he goes to Valkyrie. Oh yeah, she says, come back to me, all that kind of stuff. Excuse me. So she, makes come back to me, you know what I'm saying? We gonna work on it together, blah, blah, blah. He goes to Valkyrie. He like, listen, I'm gonna do this on my own. I know you ain't in no type of shape to help me out. So I'm gonna take care of this dude on my own. I'm gonna rescue the kids. Cause that subplot, he still gotta rescue the kids as well. You know what I'm saying? And they kind of growing. He gotta go rescue the kids.
See, they go into this temple and it's got like a bunch of statues. It's got the statue of, I could name a couple, Eternity. They got the statue of Death, Lady Death, which was in the comics, which is supposed to be Thanos'
lover, yeah.
They had one of the Celestials. I'm not for sure the name of that one. It was a couple more, and they like all cosmic entities, like top tier. You know what I'm saying? I think they above the gods, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. And that's where he gotta attach the Stormbreaker to a certain position, and I guess the Bifrost energy is like channeling
like
through a portal. And that's when Thor comes through, and he gives all the kids his power for like 10 minutes. He's like, limited time only, but let them be worthy and whoop ass. They all had like little fucking teddy bears and Nerf guns. They had some weapons, and they was all like enchanted with magic and mystical magic.
So they basically, all the kids had all Thor's powers. Like his strength, whatever lightning, like whatever power that they had within themselves.
Right.
Like say for instance, the one little black girl, she had a teddy bear, and she used the teddy bear to shoot lights out of the eyes, lasers and stuff like that. So of course Thor didn't have no army with him, so he had to use the kids. They like, man, we can't do this. He's like, nah, y'all Asgardian. Dude like, nah, man, I'm from whatever. I ain't no Asgardian. And he was like, well, look, you either gonna fight and learn now, or shit, we all dead. So they was like, he pumped their head up, gave him the power of Thor, and
which was real dangerous. That was child endangerment for sure.
Child endangerment. All them peoples. And so, Thor had to battle Gore, man, that's the throwing me off. Thor had to battle Gore. The kids had to battle the shadow monsters and all that kind of stuff. So then it kicks off with the battle. And the kids is pretty much holding their own. They doing their thing.
Yeah, very good CGI at that point. I'm liking how it's being used.
It's pretty good. And Thor and Gore, they getting with each other, and then they would flash back to Jane. She feel like something is wrong, like I don't think dude can handle it on his own. I need to help him.
I think the Hammer was doing something.
Yeah, the Hammer was pretty much saying like, Thor's in danger. We need to go help him, and she just like, I've been ready to do this. And so Thor, and Gore, they kind of getting with each other, and Gore is so powerful that he's starting to get the best of Thor.
Yeah.
And it gets to a point, which is crazy to me because Thor's stronger than a motherfucker.
It's the Necro Sword.
Yeah. Okay, that's what it is then.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, that's what had Zeus scared. The Necro Sword.
Okay. So.
Because he was weak before that.
Yeah. He was.
Obviously.
Yeah. So, just when Gore is about to kill Thor, here come the mighty Thor Jane. She comes in and saves the day, and they kind of getting with it. So now it's two Thors against Gore, and he's still holding his own. He doing his thing, like he getting beat up, but he's still holding his own. And they pretty much team up together, and they use the little lightning rod and Mjolnir, and they finally defeat Gore.
But they thought he was defeated.
Well, they thought he was defeated.
But he made the whole time. Stormbreaker was still opening up the portal, and he made it through. The portal to eternity, which was like a cosmic being. It was kind of like psychedelic with the colors, and it was kind of.
It was just like
comic book.
It was just like when Thanos killed Gamora and he went to that little water planet.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like real calm and peaceful. It was nothingness.
Yeah, when he went to Volmir.
Yeah, like a void of nothingness, and it was just water. And so
I
technically,
thought it was gonna be the Soul Gem. It's a place inside the Soul Gem like that too.
That's what I was talking about.
Yeah, okay, the Soul Gem. Yeah, but
So technically, Gore won. Even though he got defeated, he actually won because he made it to Eternia, and Thor came in and he used his charm and was telling him, blah blah blah, and well, I guess because they defeated him, in a sense, he didn't have that corruption in him anymore.
Yeah, nah.
He still wanted to do the thing.
I think he's seen how much Jane has sacrificed because he was holding Jane, crying the same way
he was holding his daughter.
So that kind of hit him like, oh, okay, like. Thor is the god of thunder, so he's like, this god has compassion for a human. You know what I'm saying? He has care. So Disney clicked in, which is cool. Because you gotta have that type of. They always do that with Marvel. Throw that type.
They always
of
turn good in a sense.
And the villain, you end up liking the villain. Yeah. That the villain does a good deed. Like
but this the thing though. This is what I feel though with Gore. He got good reason to act the way he did.
Yeah, that's what the movie really shows you, that he wasn't just doing it for no reason, just like got mad at one god and took it out on all the others. The worst of obnoxious gods.
Which basically what happened. So you kind of sympathize with him because it's like he cared for all his people and of course his family and his daughter. And they didn't show no compassion towards him once he finally died or his daughter died. It was just like, man, hey, that's just what it is. He ain't like that. He like, well, what the hell am I praising you for? So you see why he has the motivation to kill the gods and all that kind of stuff. But long story short, he, instead of wishing all the gods to die, he wished for his daughter to come back to life, which I thought was really stupid. Like, I thought...
Did you see me?
Yeah, the reason why I thought it was stupid because his daughter is dead. He about to die. Why you can't be with her in death? You might as well just change it. Be like, hey, look, I'm gonna give you a new life. Let Jane live.
He gave her a second chance with Thor.
Yeah,
I see what you're saying, but I think I would definitely would like to go for the if it was ever possible, which it was on the movie in the MCU. I would definitely do revival, bring back someone. I mean,
think about it though. I mean, if your child is already dead and you're about to die.
He was about to die. I think he was still holding on.
Yeah, he was still holding on, but he knew he was finna die. It's like, I want my child to live. Can you take care? So a person that you've been trying to kill and do all this stuff throughout the movie,
Yeah.
Now you flipping and asking him to take care of your daughter. I thought that was a little stupid. Like,
yeah, I think they tried to say that he found compassion through Thor with Jane's dying moments. That's what made him just, But that, like you said, that ain't enough time to decide that type of stuff.
That didn't make sense. I figured he'd be like, okay, well, I see all the gods ain't alike.
Yeah, but it was Thor's idea also too. I'll take care of her.
Did he?
Yeah, he was telling her, why don't you just wish for her back?
I'm gonna have to look at that.
Okay.
I think the better thing would have been, okay, I'm gonna be with my child in death. Either heaven or hell, whatever he's going. And then I'm gonna wish her to be alive. Take that cancer away from her. That's what I thought was gonna happen.
No, he didn't. Jane.
Yeah. So Jane actually ends up dying in the movie.
Yeah, she does the little,
the dust.
Away, like Odin did.
The snap and stuff like that. Yeah. So she actually dies in the movie, which is just like the comic book. She actually does die in the comic book. She is the mighty Thor, all that kind of stuff. So I thought they was gonna twist it up, but they kind of kept it true to the story. And then of course, Thor is now a father, and he's the father to Gor's daughter,
which is named
Love.
And she has cosmic powers.
She got cosmic powers.
Yes.
And
he cook a dinner. Breakfast, pancakes, and she done.
She kind of got like a little. I don't know if she's corrupted a little bit, but she was kind of like.
That's what I was saying. Like,
bad.
Yeah. But a kid is bad. But who's to say that? Because I don't think.
Because the kid is Eternia in a sense.
Yeah, and I don't think that is the cosmic entity is really a good person per se. Because if he was to wish that all the gods was dead, she was gonna do it. So I think it's a little balance with her, a little Libra scale with her as far as if she does good things or bad. And basically, at the end of the movie, I don't know who they was fighting at the end of the movie.
So it was like, you're like your typical henchmen that come to attack Asgard, and that's pretty much what it was. So it was like, hey, it's battle time. It was kind of like school for her. Like school for our regular kids is going to school.
Right.
School for her is she got to learn to be a warrior.
Okay, yeah, that is what he was saying.
Yeah. And so, they go into battle, and he got his axe. No, he got Mjolnir, and she got his Stormbreaker.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And they go into battle, the movie ends. And
that is the story of Love
and Thunder.
Which is Love is the daughter, the stepdaughter, which is actually Chris Hemsworth's real daughter, then Thunder, God of Thunder. Okay, so I was like, okay, that was a little cheesy. I didn't put that together.
Yeah, right. Chris Hemsworth got like 3 people in his family in the movie. Like he had the son that was running at the beginning, that was like a young Thor. He had his brother that was playing Thor in the play. Then he had his real daughter that is Thunder or Love in the movie and stuff like that. So he had he probably had some more people that we don't know of, but I know off top, they had Matt Damon playing Loki again.
Yeah, Matt Damon. Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? He did a pretty good job. But yeah, that's Thor: Love and Thunder. I guess we at the end. So based on
now that you think about it,
when I'm looking at it, so when I first seen it, I say, what did I say? 6.
You gave it a 5.
I gave it a 5. And now that I'm talking about it, I'm gonna still stand at a 5.
5. Now that I've got a chance to go back with the boys and watch it again, I give it a 7.
You give it a 7, so you liked it better the second time around.
I liked it better the second time around. Okay. I feel like I listened more to the plot than the jokes, but my first reaction, I really was like, come on now. I think my expectations was too high for the movie because I kind of wanted to continue with the multiversal storyline, which had nothing to do with like this movie was not part of the underlying story. You know what I mean? This movie was like its own thing. You know, in Thor Ragnarok, they at least had a little bit tying into the Infinity Saga. So that's the only reason why I don't give it like a 8. But real talk, it just got a little better to me watching appreciating the colors and the visuals. But Taika Waititi, this probably was your last Thor movie. And Chris Hemsworth, I see you executive produced it. If you had a lot to do with why this was like that, you don't need to be behind the boards on the film decision making board at all. And yeah, that's my take on that.
I think to Waititi, he didn't got beside himself.
Yeah.
You know, it's just now to the point where it's like, man, it's like, dude, like we know your formula now.
Right.
You know, and you know, some things just ain't meant to be done the way that it's done. But you know what? What can we say? We just critics.
It's gonna do sell more tickets than Doctor Strange. Summer box.
I'll say it's not a better movie than Doctor Strange. It might sell more. I don't think it's a better movie than Doctor Strange. Doctor Strange up there. I really like that. They did say Thor will return. I don't know if it's gonna be through cameos or if it's gonna actually be a Thor 5, but there were end credits.
There were
two
end credits. 2 of them.
You know, Marvel is known for end credits. So the first end credit,
lackluster. It was we returned with Zeus and he's getting held by the.
So Zeus is actually alive. He actually didn't die in the movie. He was like,
he still got that hole.
He was wounded.
He's like,
yeah.
Thor, I'm gonna get to you, son of a bitch.
Yeah. So, yeah, Zeus was in the end credits, and he was talking. He was pretty much saying, "When did we become the laughing stocks? You know, people used to fear us, and now we like the butt of our jokes.
Yeah.
We gonna make people fear us again." Then you finally see that Hercules is now gonna be in the movies, and if anyone knows, Hercules he's like a champion. He like that dude. Like besides Zeus. He may even be stronger than Zeus, if I'm not mistaken.
But in the comics, aren't him and Thor like cool?
They cool in the comic books, but
so
you know,
it probably
come to that. But they show Zeus, they show Hercules, and it looks like he's gonna be the next. I don't want to say villain, but antagonist in the movie. Yeah. So we don't know if it's gonna be a Thor 5. It may be something to where they kind of just clash or something like that in the next movie. Yeah, maybe. Something, anything. But yeah, he's probably gonna be the next antagonist in the movie and all that kind of stuff. Now, the second credit, you show Jane, she makes it to Valhalla. I was conflicted with this because she's not an Asgardian.
There we go. She's
but
not a god. How did she get accepted?
Right. But I guess because she held the power of Thor, maybe that was a ticket to get in and all that kind of stuff. And you see a cameo from Heimdall. And it's Idris Elba. You know, he says, you know, welcome to Valhalla. You know, so wait a minute. So they gods, but they died and they go to another godlike place.
I think this is what we're not saying gods. I think this is what we're tripping. That's the Asgardian afterlife. That's what it is. It's for the Asgards.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, that's what it is. But what it made us think that is because that is where Odin's son is, and he is a god. Mm-hmm. So. But that's for the Asgardian afterlife. That's where they go. That's why earlier in the movie, Lady Sif, she thought she was gonna go to Valhalla. He was like, "No,
you gotta die in battle."
Yeah, your arm
might be there. But
which is good writing right there. That's why I said I had to watch it. The movies again.
Yeah. So in the comic books, Thor does eventually bring Jane back to life. I forgot how they do it, but I know she does come back to life.
That'd be dope.
Maybe they might do that, and maybe they may have like a spin, especially the way MCU is now with this whole agenda thing. It might be.
When he mean agenda, he means the. I hate to say it, but the MCU.
Yeah, MCU.
Yeah, which is cool.
Yeah, it's
cool.
What
I'm saying?
It's
woman right, woman power,
mm-hmm.
which is cool. But I think it should happen organically. I don't think they should like
put it in your face like that.
Yeah.
But overall, I give the movie a 5. He gives it a 7.
A 7 out of 15.
Damn. So let's go with good takes and bad takes, and then we'll not good takes and bad takes, but the good about it and the bad about it. Then we'll end it at that.
Okay.
So what do you think that was good about the movie?
I think what was good about the movie was the visuals. I love the color of the visuals. It was certain scenes where you could tell like they were like, you know what I mean, like not where they are, you know, green screen, you know what I'm saying, which is cool, you know. I also like the fact that it was its own story. It was a standalone story, and it kind of made sense. I like that it made a little bit of sense as far as why Gore was doing what he was doing. You know what I mean? Because you have so many movies where the villain be like, man, why don't you just go home? Right? You know what I'm saying? He was on a mission, so I like that story a lot. And last thing I want to leave in is I liked the Thor's outfit. Yeah, I liked his new outfit with the gold and the blue. You know, and he had the. They both had the accurate comic book helmets. I thought that was cool.
What I thought about the movie that was good was the visuals were pretty nice in certain spots. I did like that they did take the storyline from Jane when she, you know, had cancer and she ended up being Thor and all that kind of stuff. I like God Butcher. I like that name. That name's so fire. I liked his motivation. Christian Bale, he was acting his ass off, you know what I'm saying? So he did his thing and all that kind of stuff. That's what I liked about the movie. The visuals was pretty decent. I liked the Utopia place, the place where the gods were. I liked that a lot.
You see when they flew out and the Celestials was just like at the roof.
Yeah. I kind of like some of the jokes, not all of the jokes, because some of them were it just wasn't funny. It wasn't hidden. It was too overused. But anyways, what did you think bad about the movie?
Yeah, like I gotta continue on and agree with Sean Don on this one. The jokes were lackluster. I think it's probably like 2-3 funny jokes out the whole movie. I mean, you know, I was at the theaters when me and Sean Don watched the movie, and I was just looking for like, you know, reactions on the laughter of the comedy.
And it wasn't really that. I mean, people laughed with the goat, but
yeah,
after a while, it was kind of like silence in the theater.
Yeah,
you think so?
I ain't gonna lie, I want to hear the goat sound effect.
Okay. Yeah,
it's got stupid.
Yeah.
I also didn't like the fact that Gore, they underutilized the villain.
Yes.
Like, I think he should have somehow, till next time, you know what I'm saying? Like, that could have, but I guess they just got a one and done it. Christian Bale probably only agreed to sign on for one movie. That does be a part of a lot of the reasons why they kill off their villains. But I hate that they killed off the villain. And the runtime is so short.
It's so short.
It's an hour and 56 minutes.
So just under 2 hours.
And I guess we spoiled. You gave us a damn near a 3-hour movie. Right? So that's just the norm now. That's where we at with it, but we had to come back down. So that's what I got.
Yeah. What I didn't like about the movie is, of course, we can say this all day long, but the jokes, they just wasn't hitting. Number 2 is the pacing of the movie. It was like everything was just happening so fast. It was like they was trying to put this big old grand story and just put it into one, because if you really think about it, you got the Jane storyline, you got God Butcher storyline, you got the Gods storyline, then you got Heimdall's son storyline. It was just too much into one. What's the name? And everything was just going so fast, fast.
Yeah, can I speak on that? The Korg joke.
The Korg, yep. Oh, you talking about the? So it wasn't necessarily a joke. If we talking about the same thing, we talking
I
about.
hope it was a joke. Yeah, we talking about the same thing.
So what he's talking about is basically the agenda again. It was no reason for them to. Korg is gay, okay?
But I don't think he know he gay.
Like he said two man.
No, I'm just
rock
saying.
monster.
I think he think that's normal.
That's probably
normal.
You know what?
Like
okay, we'll do that.
Planet.
To be fair, it's different in other planets.
Yeah.
So
because he's saying that they actually make another Korg.
They can make another Korg, but that's the way they mate. They hold hands under some lava and another Korg is born.
Wow.
You know, but that's basically saying two guys or two males, all that kind of stuff.
Why?
You know?
Why was that in the script? Why?
Right. And then of course Valkyrie, she's and let us say this: we don't have no issues with people being LGBT or the alphabet community. We don't have any issues with that. It's just a simple fact that it's like some things doesn't need to be mentioned. You know, they force it in your face. Yeah. Like we know Valkyrie is she's lesbian, right. And I feel like at times the only reason why she was there is just to show us that she's lesbian, because she really didn't have a point to be in the movie, to be honest.
Yeah.
It's like she was like she didn't really have it was no reason for her to be there. You know what I'm saying?
Her acting was good though.
Her acting was good. Her accent
took over the movie if she wanted to.
I know she American, but when she was using her accent, I was at the movies. I Googled like where's she from. I'm thinking she from the UK, so she did good with that. But I just think she didn't have no reason to be there, you know, other than to do whatever. But that's another thing I felt about this movie that I thought that was bad. Even though we went to the Shadow Realm, Mount Olympus, whatever it's called, I felt the movie, it felt very small. Like it didn't feel like a grand scheme and all that kind of stuff. It felt like it was a small movie. Like if you think about it, we were only working with like 4 characters. Thor, Valkyrie, Jane, and God Butcher. It felt like that was it right there. And they had, Zeus and they had Heimdall, Kid. Yeah. But it was like they had very, 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 very small roles, and it was like in, out.
And really like no mentioning of current MCU.
Yeah, nothing. It felt like a very small movie. And I'm gonna be honest with you. What I thought bad was about the movie, and maybe I'll have to look at it another time. I felt like the movie was made in like 2 weeks. Like the script. Yeah, it was just too much, and they were just trying to condense it, and they was just like, whatever, we just gonna throw it out there. And that was that. But that's what I felt that was bad about the movie. The continuity, I felt like that was shoehorned in because, it was like the Guardians, he's with the Guardians and now he's not with them. They're not even in their whole film.
Oh yeah, so they did continue that on from Endgame. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so they tried to, like you said earlier, they tried to cut it off real quickly though. Like just show them where he was at last time with them and then get them on about my movie. Which might be a little thing. I think MCU directors, I don't know, how would you feel like your characters in this person's movie, because how they portrayed in that movie is how you got to pick up the story, which is why I think John Watts dropped out of Fantastic.
But that's why Kevin Feige, you know what I'm saying, that's him. That's why he's involved. He makes sure everything is connected some type of way, and if they don't, they're gonna show retcon it like a motherfucker to make sure it is. Because all them little scenes with Thor and Jane, like it's like, when did that happen? Because when did all this happen?
I would have liked it to been like, I don't know how that would have happened. Like they filmed it during Thor 2 and archived the footage, but yeah, because you could tell like that was really them in their recent look. You know what I mean?
It's like, when did this happen?
But you just had to let it go. Like, okay, I know what you're trying to say.
Right.
Imply.
Because in Thor 1, he left. Thor 2, he came back like years later. She slapped him like, where you go? You know what I'm saying? He like, blah, blah, blah. And then Thor 3, what happened at the end of Thor 3? That's when they relationship started picking up? We didn't know about it? Nah, because Avengers came like right after that. Yeah, so it's like, when did they find time? Yeah.
Because he said it had been 8 years and 7 months, or 7 months and 8 years or something. You know what I mean? 7 years and 8 months.
So it's like, when did they find the time to have a relationship like that? But that's a whole nother, can of, that we'll open later and all that kind of stuff. But, other than that, I mean, it was a decent movie. Not one of my favorites. If I had to guess, just based on plot and storyline, that might have been the worst Thor movie. Like I like Thor Ragnarok.
We're gonna have to do a watch reaction on Dark World, and you'll see exactly what I'm talking about.
Okay. Because Dark World must have been bad because I don't even remember that movie. I seen Thor 1 and I was in, like, I liked Thor 1. Like, I ain't no Thor fan. Well, I wasn't a Thor fan back when it first came out. I was like, I'm not finna watch this. And I remember I was working at a place and I watched half of it on like DVD or something like that. And I had to work. I was like, man, I can't wait to get back to the crib to watch it. And it was pretty good. Then I don't know what I did with, I don't know what happened with Thor 2. I don't even remember going to see that. I know I didn't see it at the movies. And then I guess the trailers of Ragnarok, I don't know if it was the music or just the aesthetics of it, the 80s look, it made me want to go see that kind of stuff. But at this point, I was pretty much invested into the MCU. But this one right here, it was like, they just got to change directors, just to be honest, man. Because change directors? Yeah, because it feel like he's regressing, man. You know, it's like he was a regular dude.
Thor Ragnarok was a breath of fresh air.
It was
from part 2, because part 2 was like dark and dull. So he brought a lot of color to it. And then it just like they just was like, you know, if it was Kool-Aid, they was like, add some more sugar.
Add some more sugar.
You know what I'm saying? But you know, it's it's the water going. Like when I say that, it's like add some more sugar to the water. You know what I mean? Like they stretching it basically. And nah, we didn't need you to stretch it. We need you to give us some more breath of fresh air if you was gonna take another take. Cause I love the title. I give you that much. The title had me intrigued as a consumer, ready to like. Okay,
I really wanted to, you know, I was interested in this movie.
You know what I'm saying?
I was interested in this movie, and I put it like this: it's not a bad movie, but it's not a good movie in my eyes. It's just mediocre. It's average. You know what I'm saying? The battle scenes weren't just hitting like that. They was pretty decent, but they wasn't like, man, this shit right here, fire. The special effects, you know, you're gonna get that from MCU. And the story, maybe it was the story, man. I think it was the story that really just kind of whatever. But you know, I give it a 5 to be average. I'll give it I'm gonna stay with a 5.
Yeah, I'm gonna actually take away a point. I'm gonna give it a 6.
You're gonna give it a 6, 5, 6.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it a 6. Yeah, I gave it a 7, but I just want to give it a 6 now. You know, when I think about that Korg scene, I had to take a point away from that little whatever he had said right there, which I think was just really inappropriate to like put that on a kid mind. You know what I'm saying?
Because this is a kid's movie.
Like, oh, what if that's possible? You know, like, I don't even want to think that's possible.
Yeah,
you know
this is a kid's movie.
Yeah, but I guess anything is possible in this universe.
Yeah, I see what you're saying though.
Yeah, most definitely.
But
so out of Phase 4, where do you place that?
It's at the bottom, man.
Okay, when we go Phase 4, we're gonna say it starts with Black Widow.
I like Black Widow. I didn't like the villain, but I like Black Widow.
Some people argue that
it just came out too late.
No, that Spider-Man Far From Home is beginning of Phase 4, but I don't think so. I think it's like
But that just came out, right?
No, that's No Way Home. Far From Home is like, you know, that was after the blip with Mysterio, but it was after the blip, so it's like, is that, you know what I mean, the end of the saga? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But
okay, I feel you.
It's Sony, so.
Okay, I feel you.
So technically, the beginning of Phase 4 is Black Widow, The Eternals, Shang-Chi, a ton of Disney Plus shows.
When I'm looking at it, man, I don't really like Phase 4.
Yeah, I mean that's when they implicated the new platform, which is that's what we got to think about too. Like we got to think about all these movies. We was having to go to the theaters. You know what I'm saying? Like you really, if you wait, if you be patient, you can just see it on Disney Plus right now. So I think they got it like kind of like microwavable, like MCU right now. So many titles.
Maybe that's what it is. Maybe we so fatigued of Marvel stuff.
Then they just crammed us with a lot of stuff that we could have. We would have been we would have just said it was okay. We probably would have loved it more during the pandemic. Yeah, so like I was saying, that was Shang-Chi.
That's what happened with Black Widow.
Yeah.
The pandemic came in, you know, it had to be pushed back a whole year. And I think the reason why Black Widow didn't do so good, because she dead long gone and it came out too late. And so when the movie came out, people was just like, "Man, we already know what's gonna happen. You know, it's ain't no point even putting this out."
No, we didn't know what was gonna happen.
Well, she was already dead at that point.
Yeah, we know the end of her story.
Yeah, there you go. We know the end of her story. Like, unless they was gonna bring her back to life some type of way.
Only reason why I say we didn't know what was gonna happen because Taskmaster was trash.
Yeah, he was.
It
wasn't even no he.
Oh yeah.
In the comic books, it's a he.
Yeah, but it was a woman. But it's not because it was a woman. It was just the story tied in with it.
It was a woman, man. I think it's because there's a woman. It was like, huh? Like, you know, because Taskmaster is that's a bad motherfucker too.
Yeah, he has a big storyline.
Yeah, he can emulate everybody's powers.
He's a reoccurring villain too.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it was like, well, who the hell is this person? I think that even the name was different. And I don't know. It might be true that there's more than one Taskmaster.
I think if they should bring it back. You heard of they doing the movie Thunderbolts? This is like all the villains. This is like MCU's version of Suicide Squad. Basically. Okay. They gonna grab all the.
So they're gonna get the fake the U.S. agent.
Yeah, they're gonna have the U.S. agent.
Who else they gonna have in there?
Baron Zemo. You know, because the woman was recruiting during the movie. She got Vilona Belova, which is Black Widow's sister. I can't think of her. If she got a superhero name. Red Hawk, RP, that guy, he passed away. General
William
Ross,
Hurt.
Everett Ross, he passed away, so he won't be in the movie, which is really about him. But I think they could go with Everett Ross too, and he can, you know, which is different from the comics, but we can still have a Red Hawk through Everett Ross, which was on the guy on the white savior on Black Panther movie. Yeah, so I was just thinking like,
we'll see.
We was talking about the Thunderbolts movie. Oh yeah, so I think that Taskmaster would be a good
addition,
a way to celebrate the character, rejuvenate the character by giving us the original Taskmaster. That's what I was going for. Yeah. That's why I brought that up.
Yeah. But other than that, that was our review for Thor: Love and Thunder.
Oh yeah, you still ain't tell me what you think. I think I prologued so long. Oh yeah, you did. My bad. He did. He said that it was the worst movie of Phase 4.
It was the worst of Phase 4. I think so.
Like I was saying though, so you got Shang-Chi, the Eternals. So you like the Eternals better?
Eternals wasn't that bad. It was just, it didn't feel like a Marvel movie. It was just like a different movie.
Okay, then we got
Nah, you know what? No, let me think about that.
We ain't gonna do the Disney Plus show. That's why I said this would be real quick.
Okay, Eternals at the bottom, Thor on top of it. So if you had 1 through 10 and 10 being the worst, I would say Eternals, then Thor. So number 9. I got Thor at 9.
Okay, so now we got this tragedy of a movie, Wakanda Forever, coming up. So I guess we'll see what that is, man.
We're not even gonna get into that.
I know. But yeah.
Because if you ain't gonna recast T'Challa, and this is gonna be people telling their stories of Black Panther, and they showing other people, I don't want to see the shit. And that's why they're not calling it Black Panther. They're calling it Wakanda Forever for a good reason. And I don't want to shit on the movie just yet, but I'm not interested. Because they're not doing no new Black Panther movies.
Yeah. I think the problem with Marvel on that is I think they scared of reboots. That's why it's taking so long for us to get an X-Men character or a Fantastic Four character. Mm-hmm. We got him, but you see how they did him. They kind of put him on the movie like a joke, which is Mr. Fantastic, who I'm referring to. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I think they just scared of the reboot. They like, man, we can't just put a new Black Panther.
I think it's more people who want to recast than to not recast.
Definitely, yeah.
You know, at first I felt the way about it, but I'm thinking like everybody else think. You got 1,001 Bruce Waynes, 20 million freaking Jokers. Excuse me. You got freaking 1,000 Spider-Mans. Come on now, like I understand. Even what's the name himself said it. Like, I don't want y'all to look at me as the Black Panther. I just want to play that character. And if something happens, I'm telling you, dude knew he was finna die or something like that. He's like, y'all need to continue on with it. And I just think to honor him, you should continue on with the Black Panther story. I mean, he could be, I don't care how they do it. He could be from another world, like another multiverse,
right,
something like that. But you don't just stop the Black Panther. That's stupid. Like, that's all we really have.
I wish they could have kind of did something like how they did Endgame and Infinity War, and like did us at least a 2-part. You know what I mean? Like recorded it all at the same time, 2 different movies, like just fast tracked it or something. But they probably would have if they known the success that it was gonna bring.
Man, they knew that thing was gonna be successful. I seen the movie 4 or 5 times at the theater, cause I know we seen it together.
Yeah.
We seen it that Thursday. I went and seen it Saturday. Then I seen it Tuesday.
I seen it like 5 times.
Yeah, I think I seen it 4 or 5 times at the theater.
It was good representation. The storyline was good. I like that they stayed core with Killmonger's swag. So if they don't come with that in this movie, I don't want to see it. You know what I mean? I just brought it up because like the way of Phase 4, because like you said, Thor is the worst movie. So Black Panther might actually be worse than Thor. That's all I was saying.
See. It's not called Black Panther though.
Oh, it's called Wakanda
Forever.
But you know, Black Panther Wakanda Forever.
You know what I think they're gonna do?
Because they still contractually had already signed the deal with the director.
What's his name? I can't think of his name right now.
Yeah, the bank teller didn't.
Yeah, yeah. I just think that it's gonna be almost like an anthology.
Ryan Coogler.
Yep, Coogler. It's gonna be like an anthology in a sense where people are talking about, oh yeah, I remember, and it's gonna be like some CGI of Black Panther just going around doing stuff.
Oh, I don't want to.
People gonna be, oh, I remember when I was in trouble and the guerrilla army was about to capture me, and I thought it was over with, and they're gonna probably show a CGI of Black Panther saving him, and then that's gonna, like, I believe that's how they're gonna do it, because they said they were not doing another T'Challa. They're not, like, I just can't see how that is gonna be good. You know what I'm saying? People are gonna support it because they just want to see what they're gonna do with it, but after people get a whiff of it, they're gonna be like, man, fuck it. At least that's how I feel that's what's gonna happen.
Yeah, you know they're gonna get our money for the review. You know, I wish we could get tickets. You know what I'm saying? So we can give y'all a real.
We'll see. But you know, they got that embargo, so even if we do watch it early,
right, we wouldn't be able to say something for a couple days.
But yeah, you gonna get our clear, uncut. You know what I'm saying? We gonna tell it like it is. If it's bad, it's bad. If it's good, it's good.
Then after that, I think they got the Marvels coming, because they shifted dates, because I think the Marvels were supposed to drop before Black Panther, but they switched. No, I think they switched with Ant-Man Quantumania, which I can't wait for, because they got Jonathan Majors playing Kang the Conqueror.
Kang the Conqueror. I'm excited to see what he's gonna do.
Man.
You know, I think well that's a whole nother conversation.
That might just get the black audience back into MCU if he has a killer performance.
I'm pretty sure he gonna show out.
But what if they one and done him?
No, they're not gonna want to do it. He too important to the role. Kang the Conqueror is like a major villain. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Is he Thanos level? Major villain, I don't know. I don't know if they're gonna do Galactus. I don't know.
Kevin Feige just said we're finna see the story coming together pretty soon. So
yeah,
I don't see no storyline, but I honestly didn't see no storyline with the beginning of the phases. So like you said, Thor, that's the worst of this phase. He was the worst of phase 2.
Damn.
Yes. So he's repeated. He's done a repeat, but I think it'll do good at the box office.
Yeah. Besides Ragnarok, I think Thor is better when he's with people, like Avengers or in a Captain America movie or whatever the case may be.
So that's like saying I can't say that they were directed every movie, but so that's like saying he's good with the Russo brothers.
Something like that. Yep. He's good with that. I don't think his storyline. I mean, maybe they could pull something out of their butts, but I just don't think his storyline, the way they got the MCU now, is strong enough to have his own movie anymore. Like I don't see what direction they can go now.
Man, we miss Tony Stark.
They gotta bring him back.
Bring back Robert Downey Jr. He is like the Luke Skywalker of this whole franchise.
Bring him from another universe. Maybe his old universe.
Man, I want to
blown
see that
up.
Tom Cruise so bad, but I see why Tom Cruise didn't, because he was supposed to play like an alternate version of Iron Man.
But that was all speculation, right? Or did they say that he really actually filmed it and they just didn't
might,
release it?
Yeah, that might be speculation.
That's speculation. That's just like they was talking about. Who else did they say that was supposed to be in Doctor Strange movie?
Yeah, there was a lot of stuff.
They was talking about.
I said Blue Marvel. I thought that wasn't even a woman. You know, the black.
They were saying Wolverine was gonna be in it. Hugh Jackman.
Magneto.
It
Father
was
Wanda.
Mephisto. What's his name?
Mephisto.
Yo,
yeah.
they was saying that. So
Nightmare.
It had a whole bunch of stuff. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know what was true.
Wanda. So Nightmare definitely got to be in the third movie, and I heard they're casting old boy from the Joker, Joaquin Phoenix, to play Nightmare.
These motherfuckers just be recycling the same damn people over and over. What's up with the Armor Wars? Like, what's up with the Don Cheadle Iron Man movie? What's up with that? Is it a movie or is it gonna be on Disney Plus?
It's gonna be on Disney Plus, and it seems like it's the same old storyline, but I like to watch. See, I want to speak to you about that, man. You come from the comic book era. I come from the cartoon. You know, it was almost expected for the cartoon. So in the cartoon Armor Wars, Tony Stark was just flying around and defeating villains and getting all his armor tech back. Somehow his tech got loose. So I think that's what they're gonna base the story off of. Basically having to go back and get all of Tony Stark's tech. So we probably have people like remember Justin Hammer?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, he's been it's a possibility that he might be in the Thunderbolts as well. He should be in the movie. I heard Obadiah Stane, which is the villain from the first Iron Man, has a son. Shane, something else. Obsidian something. His name's something else, but basically he is gonna come back and avenge his father, like the heir to the throne like Tony Stark type shit. So I think that'd be dope. I wanna see Terrence Howard back in this.
Maybe he could be in an alternate version.
Exactly. I wanna see something with a Terrence Howard reference.
They say
Terrence Howard, you missed out on the bag.
They say he's hard to work with and he wanted more money than Tony Stark's.
But yeah, that's because at the time I could feel him though, because at the time,
but
Terrence
it's
Howard
Iron Man. It's not.
Mm-hmm.
It's Iron Man. You just so happen to be in the movie. It's not. What the fuck is the damn thing name?
War Machine.
War Machine. It's not War Machine featuring Iron Man. So come on, man.
Or the Iron Patriot.
Anything like that. Like, dude, it's Iron Man. You roadie. You're always gonna play second fiddle to Iron Man. That's how it is in the comic books, cartoons,
He just
in the
was
movie.
a bigger artist. A bigger movie actor at the time. Because Robert Downey Jr. was on the decline.
He was on the decline.
Yeah, so he was like, man, look, y'all got this junkie getting more money than me. Because it's duly noted, he was a junkie. And he had problems, no disrespect to the junkies.
At the end of the day, I'll just end it with, Iron Man. Not
War Machine.
War Machine.
Yeah, they could have made an Iron Man and War Machine.
Yeah, they could have, but they didn't, because we never seen that nigga in no armor. Motherfucker said next time. We ain't never seen his ass since.
Exactly. But I think Armor Wars should be good. The big question is, I think they're going to introduce Riri Williams, because at some point, we got to think.
I think she's supposed to have her own show.
Yeah, Ironheart. Yeah, Riri Williams is Ironheart. I think she will be in Wakanda Forever, too.
She will be in Wakanda Forever.
Yeah, I'm thinking that she going to be like doing his tech, because now that Tony's gone, who he got doing his tech? I mean, you still got the same armor from when you fell out the sky? You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So I think that's it on that one. Definitely. But yeah, man. I'm just hyped to see Armor Wars, Ant-Man, Quantumania, and Agatha Harkness show.
Oh, okay. I forgot all about that.
Yeah, she is the babysitter of the most powerful mutant in the MCU, which is Franklin Richards, the son of Reed Richards. I hope they tie that in.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they will. I'm anxious to see what they're gonna do with Captain America 4. They're gonna replace Anthony Mackie because it sounds like they trying to go a different direction. But we're gonna see. I think there was talking about another actor was gonna play Captain America, take over the mantle.
I can't see it.
Hey, we gonna see. But
yeah, like what would that whole movie be about? I think y'all just finna waste your money with that movie.
Hey.
Or you should just give us some movies that just straight drop them like on Disney Plus. I think that'll be acceptable. That'll be acceptable.
When I'm looking at it, because he's black, because you know there's people out there, I really believe that Captain America is not gonna do as good. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it's gonna hit $1 billion. It might make like, I don't know, 600 million, 700, something like that. I don't think it's gonna. I don't think it's gonna.
And their initial budget be like 200. They don't make no movies under.
And then you got things are different now. Like movies don't even stay in the movies that long.
Nah, about
2-3 weeks, and then it's
60 days.
Yeah, something like that, and then it's what did I say?
You said 2-3 months.
Okay, yeah, about 60 days, about 60 days, and then they moving it over to the streaming things and stuff. And you know, I don't know if it makes. I don't know how they do things nowadays, but I'm anxious to see what they're gonna do with it. I am gonna watch Wakanda Forever, but I feel like it's gonna be disappointing because I don't want to see no anthology. I don't want to see I don't want to see that type of stuff. I want to see an actual story. T'Challa, Black Panther.
Sony might have the upper hand because I feel like I am dying to see.
You better not.
What Spider-Man's gonna bring to the table. Oh yeah.
Well, dude ain't signed on for
in the movie Madam Web.
Man, I'm finna go, dude.
Like I said, I used to watch the cartoons that came on Fox, and Madam Web was key to the Secret Wars.
But the thing is,
that's what got me excited because she was like a key part. She was like linked in with the Beyonder.
But they calling it Madam Web, so
yeah,
is it gonna be solely about her, or they gonna have Spider-Man in it?
I mean, her. It really cannot be solely about her because who she is just basically a watcher of the Spider-Verse.
Right, but that's the thing though. They call her Madam Web.
Is about Peter Parker.
Well, they could say it could say Spider-Man and then Madam Web. You know, like how they do the titles. But
it's kind of been in like a.
But you know, Tom Holland ain't signed on for it.
That's what I'm saying.
They claim Andrew Garfield did, but I don't know how true that is. That could be a rumor as well.
Yeah, that would be dope if we get Andrew back. Honestly, I honestly want them Andrew back.
To me, he the most comic book accurate.
Yeah. And I liked the Toby because he was just like
the first
introduction, and he was just like a lighthearted.
He was a likable character.
Yeah, exactly. Like you was like you wouldn't even think he would be Spider-Man, which was kind of comic book accurate as well. I feel like Tom Holland is more of a. To me, he's just a
new
Back
version.
to the Future Spider-Man to me. You know what I mean? So yeah.
Excuse me, didn't mean to do that.
Oh no, it's good. So I'm saying Sony, they basically might have the upper hand if
Sony be messing up though, man.
Morbius,
Kraven the Hunter
might be good.
Dude, he's not even going. They not even putting Spider-Man in it, and he's supposed to be a environmentalist. So he's not a
environmentalist.
Yeah, he's
how
not.
Is a hunter environmentalist?
He's not. Well, okay, maybe I said that wrong, but
no, you're saying the right thing. I heard that as well.
He's not a poacher.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I was. We're saying the same thing.
Yeah, he's not a poacher in this movie. He's supposed to be like a good guy. But that's his whole reason. He kills animals to the point where he feel like it ain't a challenge. Then that's when he goes after Spider-Man.
Sony, is y'all taking y'all half?
Sony fucking up, man. I'm telling you.
Y'all taking y'all half of the Spider-Man money. Y'all profited and throwing it in the fireplace.
Right. Like, you got Morbius.
Yeah, garbage. You got
Kraven. You got Venom.
Potential trash. Venom 2 was
There's no Spider-Man though. All these characters are made because of Spider-Man. You cannot have these villains unless you got Spider-Man.
Right.
They're talking about Spider-Man is not going to be in Kraven the Hunter. It's going to be his own thing. You got all these other movies that's supposed to have these Spider-Man villains, but Spider-Man is not a part of it. That don't make no sense.
It's in the Marvel contract. It got to be. Marvel has blocked Sony from using their own.
It ain't Marvel. Cause Sony owns the rights.
Avoid it. They just want to avoid it. It's something they probably done got contractual. That's like it will be no. You cannot. You can speak of Spider-Man, but Tom Holland is MCU Marvel Studios Spider-Man, and you cannot use him because they haven't used him on any projects. They've been all Marvel movies, so I just feel like nah. But Sony might have the upper hand if Phase 4 does not complete the mission, is give us a good story.
Well, Sony's shitty. Phase 4 is shitty, and based on the direction that I see that they going, I don't see it being good. Like I ain't got nothing wrong. Ain't nothing wrong with you know all these new shows, but you see what they doing. They got America Chavez. You know, she gonna have her own little thing. They got Miss Marvel. She gonna have her own thing. They got Riri. She gonna have her own thing. They got
they introduced a lot of young Avengers.
The new Captain Marvel movie that's supposed to be coming out, and you know they're gonna give Wasp her own spinoff. They're gonna give the new Black Widow her own thing.
To the daughter, I heard the daughter is gonna become a superhero stature. The daughter of
Ant-Man and Wasp.
Yes, Scott Lang.
So you see what they doing here, though. You see what they doing.
Yeah.
You know, and it's like I understand that they're appealing to more
like a 10, 20-year
kids.
plan.
Yeah, and it's like, you know, you need to use your core people first to establish that. Like, even though Guardian Galaxy turned out to be an exception, nobody knew who they was. It's like nobody really gives a fuck like that. It's like
but
you gotta use.
I liked it.
You did like it. It was an exception, but you gotta use your core people.
Good. James Gunn is fine.
Yeah, he fine. He not. I don't think he fooling with Marvel no more though. You know, because he making all DC stuff.
Nah, he gonna do number 3.
Yeah, he doing that, but I think that's his last thing. He said he ain't doing no more Marvel, because he want to fool with Suicide Squad because he did that. He want to fool with Peacemaker, and I just actually we just went all the way off.
Nah, we were just saying that while we liked it, the Guardians of the Galaxy, and I said maybe it was James Gunn that brought that visual to life. That's all. That's all we were saying. Yeah,
but Phase 4 needs to end. We gonna see what happens with Phase 5, man, because they bullshitting on Blade.
Phase 5.
They got Blade coming out.
I might just be like straight into The Boys if they don't deliver.
Boys, that's the show right there.
Yeah, I might just go to that realm of things because they got to deliver in Phase 4. They got to give us some.
Phase 4 about over with, ain't it?
Yeah, it's coming to an end.
Coming to an end. They need to come on with it because I'm ready for Phase 5.
Yeah, my prediction of the whole overall story is that through these movies, Kang has been purposely,
he got something to do with something.
Yeah, because it seems like he is making it to where it's gonna have to be a new team of Avengers because he wiping them out. You know what I mean? He running them away so. Yeah, that's my prediction on the Phase 4 saga. What is it about? It's about Kang switching up people in timelines, and he doing it, and we seeing it before our very eyes, and then they gonna retcon everything and tie it back in. Yeah, man. I pretty much, you know what I'm saying, I ain't got nothing else. I just tried to, maybe we could, slice and spice to some, you know what I'm saying, to some other, you know what I'm saying.
Oh yeah, content. We definitely gonna have a whole lot more. We ain't just a review channel.
Oh yeah.
We talk about everything. Y'all be ready for us and.
Man, we're going to get ready to do this live chat, too,
We'll do live chat. We definitely going to do that.
Yeah.
Going to see if some people tuned in. But this is just the beginning. Give us a little bit of time. We going to have y'all ready to go. But other than that, I'm Sean Don Productions.
I'm T. Skrill.
This is Skrill and Don Films. We'll get back at y'all later.
We out.
Peace.